In the silence of the night, when my heart forgets the light, I whisper one name, Jesus. I was walking through the valley with the weight of every fear. Every step felt like a battle, every prayer fell into tears. But in the middle of the darkness, there was mercy in the flame. Through the shadows I remember, there is power in your name. When my strength begins to fade and my hope feels far away, I will call the only name that saves. Jesus, Jesus, you are my salvation. Jesus, Jesus, my firm foundation. Jesus, Jesus, light in every storm when my world is breaking apart. Jesus, Jesus, you are my defender. Jesus, Jesus, my strong surrender. Jesus, Jesus, I will lift your name forever. My heart will sing. Jesus, every chain that tried to hold me lost its power at your voice. Every grave that stood before me turned to victory and joy. Now the night cannot contain me, and the fear cannot remain, for the cross has made a promise. There is freedom in your name. Jesus, Jesus, you are my salvation. Jesus, Jesus, my firm foundation. Jesus, Jesus, light in every storm when my world is breaking apart. Jesus, Jesus, you are my defender. Jesus, Jesus, my strong surrender. Jesus, Jesus, I will lift your name forever. My heart will sing. Your name breaks the darkness. Your name lifts the weak. Your name is the victory. Your name sets me free. No power can silence the hope that I sing. Your name is forever my Savior, my Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, you are my salvation. Jesus, Jesus, my firm foundation. Jesus, Jesus, light in every storm when my world is breaking apart. Jesus, Jesus, you are my defender. Jesus, Jesus, my strong surrender. Jesus, Jesus, I will lift your name forever. My heart will sing. Jesus, Jesus, my Savior, my King. When my heart was searching, when my soul was lost, there was only one name calling me, Jesus. I was standing in the shadows with a burden on my soul. Every road felt like a desert, every prayer felt cold. But a whisper in the silence called my heart to rise again. There was mercy in the darkness, there was healing in your hands. When I thought the night would never end, your light broke through my pain. Jesus, Jesus, you lifted me higher. Jesus, Jesus, you carry the fire. Jesus, Jesus, hope of my soul, you never let me go. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, my heart will remember. Jesus, Jesus, my strong defender. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing, you are my everything. Jesus, every chain that tried to bind me fell apart before your grace. Every lie that tried to break me lost its power in your name. Now my song is full of freedom. Now my hands are lifted high. For the cross has changed my story, and your love will never die. Jesus, you lifted me higher. Jesus, Jesus, you carried the fire. Jesus, Jesus, hope of my soul, you never let me go. Jesus, Jesus, my heart will remember. Jesus, Jesus, my strong defender. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing, you are my everything. Jesus, your name is healing, your name is life, your name is power, shining through the night. Can hold me, no grave can win. Your love has called me to rise again. Jesus, 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 you lifted me higher. Jesus, Jesus, you carried the fire. Jesus, Jesus, hope of my soul, you never let me go. Jesus, Jesus, my heart will remember. Jesus, Jesus, my strong defender. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing, you are my everything. Jesus, 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 you are my everything. There is one name shining through, Jesus. I was running through the chaos, trying to find where I belong. Every road felt like a question, every night felt long. But a whisper in the darkness called my heart back home again. There was hope inside the silence, there was healing in your hands. When the fear was closing in and my strength was wearing thin, I remembered who you are. Jesus, Jesus, light of my tomorrow. Jesus, Jesus, healer of my sorrow. Jesus, Jesus, you are my way. You will never fail. Jesus, Jesus, hope that never leaves me. Jesus, Jesus, love that always sees me. Jesus, Jesus, I will lift your name forever. I proclaim Jesus. Your name is stronger. Every storm that tried to break me could not stand before your grace. Every wall that stood against me fell apart before your face. Now my heart is full of freedom. Now my song is rising high. For the cross has changed my story, and your love will never die. Jesus, Jesus, light of my tomorrow. Jesus, Jesus, healer of my sorrow. Jesus, Jesus, you are my way. You will never fail. Jesus, Jesus, hope that never leaves me. Jesus, Jesus, love that always sees me. Jesus, Jesus, I will lift your name forever. I proclaim Jesus. Your name is stronger than every fear. Your love is louder than every tear. No night is darker than your bright grace. Your light is shining forever in this place. Jesus, Jesus, light of my tomorrow. Jesus, Jesus, healer of my sorrow. Jesus, Jesus, you are my way. You will never fade. Jesus, Jesus, hope that never leaves me. Jesus, Jesus, love that always sees me. Jesus, Jesus, I When the night feels endless and the stars feel far away, there is one name my heart will say: Jesus. I was walking through the silence with 1,000 broken prayers. Every step felt like a mountain, every breath was filled with fear. But a light began to rise up through the darkness of my soul, and I heard a voice of mercy saying, I will make you whole. When my strength was almost gone, your love kept holding on. Jesus, Jesus, you are my Redeemer. Jesus, Jesus, my living healer. Jesus, Jesus, hope in the night, you are my light. Jesus, Jesus, my heart remembers. Jesus, Jesus, my strong defender. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing, you are my King. Jesus, every shadow tried to break me, every lie tried to remain, but the cross is spoken louder, and your grace erased my shame. Now the chains have lost their power, now the grave has lost its claim, for the victory of heaven lives forever in your name. Jesus, Jesus, you are my Redeemer. Jesus, Jesus, my living healer. Jesus, Jesus, hope in the night, you are my light. Jesus, Jesus, my heart remembers. Jesus, Jesus, my strong defender. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing, you are my King. Jesus, your name is victory, your name is life, your name is shining through every night. No fear can stop me, no grave can stand. Your love has lifted my heart again. Jesus, 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 you are my Redeemer. Jesus, Jesus, oh, my living healer. Jesus, Jesus, hope in the night, you are my light. Jesus, Jesus, my heart remembers. Jesus, Jesus, my strong defender. Jesus, and my heart begins to fall. There is one name I will call, Jesus. I was standing in the desert with the echoes of my doubt. Every prayer felt like a whisper. Every road had no way out. But your mercy found my weakness. Your grace became my song. Through the storm I heard you calling, saying you are not alone. When my strength begins to fade and my hope feels far away, I remember who you are. Jesus, Jesus, you are my revival. Jesus, Jesus, fire of my survival. Jesus, Jesus, hope of my heart, you never depart. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Jesus, 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 grace that has found me. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing, you are everything. Jesus. Every battle that was rising, every fear that filled the night, lost its power in your presence. When your love became my light, now the chains are falling from me. Now my heart has learned to sing, for the cross has sealed the promise of the everlasting King. Jesus, Jesus, you are my revival. Jesus, Jesus, fire of my survival. Jesus, Jesus, hope of my heart, you never depart. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Jesus, 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 grace that has found me. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing, you are everything. Jesus, your name is freedom, your name is grace, your name is shining in every place. No fear can hold me, no night can stay. Your love is leading my heart today. Jesus, 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 you are my revival. Jesus, Jesus, fire of my survival. Jesus, You are everything. I was walking through the valley with the weight of every fear. Every night felt like a prison. Every prayer was filled with tears. Then a light broke through the silence, and your mercy called my name. Through the darkness I discovered there is power in your name. When the night was closing in and my strength was wearing thin, I remembered where my hope begins. Jesus, Jesus, you are my deliverer. Jesus, Jesus, my holy rescuer. Jesus, Jesus, hope of my soul, you make me whole. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Yeah, Jesus, Jesus, grace that has found me. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing. You are my King, Jesus. Every chain that tried to hold me lost its power at the cross. Every shadow that accused me was defeated by your love. Now the grave has lost its victory. Now my heart is rising strong. For the name above all heaven is the reason for my song. Yeah. Jesus, Jesus, you are my deliverer. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, my holy rescuer. Jesus, Jesus, hope of my soul, you make me whole. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Jesus, your name is freedom. Your name is light. Your name is victory over every night. No fear can hold me. No grave can stand. Your love has lifted my heart again. Jesus, 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 you are my deliverer. Jesus, Jesus, my holy rescuer. Jesus, Jesus, hope of my soul, you make me whole. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, grace that has found me. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing. You are my King, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, forever I will sing. Jesus. I was searching through the silence for a light to guide my way. Every road felt like a question, every night became a maze. But a whisper filled the darkness, and your mercy called my name. Through the shadows I discovered there is power in your grace. When my hope was fading fast and I thought the night would last, I remember when my victory is. Jesus, Jesus, you are my salvation. Jesus, Jesus, my firm foundation. Jesus, Jesus, hope in the storm, you keep me warm. Jesus, Jesus, love that restores me. Jesus, Jesus, grace running toward me. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing, you are my King. Jesus, every chain that tried to hold me lost its power at the cross. Every shadow that surrounded could not stand before your love. Now my heart is full of freedom. Now my voice begins to rise. For the name above all heaven is the reason that I shine. Jesus, Jesus, you are my salvation. Jesus, Jesus, my firm foundation. Jesus, Jesus, hope in the storm, you keep me warm. Jesus, Jesus, love that restores me. Jesus, Jesus, grace running toward me. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing, you are my King. Jesus, your name is healing, your name is light, your name is shining through every night. No fear can stop me, no grave can win. Your love has lifted my soul again. Jesus, 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 you are my salvation. Jesus, Jesus, my firm foundation. Jesus, Jesus, hope in the storm, you keep me warm. Jesus, Jesus, love that restores me. Jesus, Jesus, grace running toward me. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing, you are my King. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing. Jesus. I was standing in the darkness with a heart that felt alone. Every prayer was just a whisper, every step a heavy stone. Then your mercy found my weakness, and your voice called out my name. Through the silence I discovered there is power in your grace. When the night was closing in and I felt the weight of sin, I remember where my hope began. Jesus, Jesus, you are my Redeemer. Jesus, 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 my living healer. Jesus, 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 light of my soul, you make me whole. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Jesus, 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 forever I sing. You are my King. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing. You are my King. Jesus. Every chain that tried to bind me lost its power at the cross. Every shadow that accused me was defeated by your love. Now my heart is full of freedom. Now my hands are lifted high. For the name above all heaven is the reason I can rise. Jesus, Jesus, you are my Redeemer. Jesus, 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 my living healer. Jesus, 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 light of my soul, you make me whole. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Jesus, 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 forever I sing. You are my King. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing. You are my King. Jesus, your name is power. Your name is life. Your name is victory over the night. No fear can hold me, no grave can stand. Your love has lifted my heart again. Jesus, Jesus, oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus, Jesus, you are my Redeemer. Jesus, 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 my living healer. Jesus, 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 light of my soul, you make me whole. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Jesus, 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 forever I sing. You are my King. Jesus, forever I sing. You are my King. You are my King. Jesus, forever I will sing. Jesus. light of the morning, when the world begins to wake, there is one name rising in my heart: Jesus. I was lost inside the silence with 1,000 hidden fears. Every road felt like a desert, every prayer was filled with tears. But your mercy found the broken, and your light began to shine. Through the darkness of the valley, you reminded me I'm mine. When my strength was fading fast, and I thought the night would last, I remembered where my hope began. Jesus, Jesus, you are my salvation. Jesus, Jesus, my firm foundation. Jesus, Jesus, light in the storm, you keep me warm. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Jesus, Jesus, grace that has found me. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing. You are my King. Every chain that tried to bind me lost its power at the cross. Every shadow that accused me was defeated by your love. Now my heart is full of freedom. Now my voice begins to rise. For the name above all heaven is the reason that I shine. Jesus, Jesus, you are my salvation. Jesus, Jesus, my firm foundation. Jesus, Jesus, light in the storm, you keep me warm. Jesus, Jesus, love that surrounds me. Jesus, Jesus, grace that has found me. Jesus, Jesus, forever I sing. You are my King. Jesus, your name is healing, your name is light, your name is victory over the night. No fear can stop me, no grave can win. Your love has lifted my soul again. Jesus, Jesus, oh Jesus, 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 oh Jesus, Jesus. There is one name rising in my heart, Jesus. I was walking through the valley with the weight of every fear. Every step felt like a battle. Every prayer was filled with tears, but a whisper through the darkness called my broken heart by name. And I felt the chains fall from me when I called